Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning.
Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning, good morning.
Let's begin. Deep breath. Be still on the inside. Mind like water. Still, serene, tranquil, like a placid lake. Body perfected. It is the perfect vehicle for a great swell of consciousness that is appearing now as you in the third dimension, the unreal world. And we know, as all of the saints, the yogis, the gurus, the master teachers, the ascended masters have told us, we are not of this world. We are of a world beyond this world. And it would be best for us to assume our divine powers and accept our divinity no matter what we've been told. Breathing deeply, we simply come home to heaven within, a space in our mind that has never been corrupted, that never not knew the truth. We are now declaring that all who are here, all who have ever been here, all who are yet to be here, and all who are experiencing this now moment, whether watching a quote unquote replay or here live now, are forever in the eternal now and are blessed. Homes are blessed. Children and children's children on through the generations are blessed. Minds are blessed. Bodies are blessed. Wealth, prosperity, abundance, and what we do for and in and as these are blessed. Health is blessed. Destiny and purpose on this planet is blessed. These words go forth as a spell and become the realization of our being here. We only accept the highest and best, and we raise ourselves to a whole new standard. Ashe. And breathe. As we prepare ourselves for A Course in Miracles, Lesson 157, we are here every morning at 7 a.m. on 4 platforms. Valerie Love, Kaisi YouTube channel, Christian Witches YouTube channel, Reverend Valerie Love Facebook fan page, and in the Christian Witches Club on Clubhouse. Be sure to join the club so you know every time we're on Clubhouse doing something spectacular. And as we open our eyes, we engage this lesson for the day. A Course in Miracles, lesson 157. God morning, God morning, God morning. Let's do this. Ooh, look at you, fabulous beings. Look at you, fabulous beings. Being amazing, being spectacular, showing up every day, loving on yourself and the whole planet, changing the whole planet. How incredible is that? Lesson 157, into his presence would I enter now. Yesterday, we reminded ourselves, I walk with God in perfect holiness, that everywhere you go, the divine walks with you. Today, we go deeper with this idea. Into his presence would I enter now. This is a day of silence and of trust. Woo! Silence and trust. I can do that today. Today, I'm not going to be super busy. Today, I'm not going to run around and do a lot of different things. Today, even when I am doing things, I'm going to do them in silence and in trust. And even when I'm speaking, I can still be in silence, a silence on the inside. It is a special time of promise in your calendar of days. It is a time heaven has set apart to shine upon and cast a timeless light upon this day when the echoes of eternity are heard. Today, you're going to hear echoes of eternity. Remember, we said that the leaves, the trees stretch out their branches to shade you, that they sprinkle leaves on your path so that you can walk softly, that the wind whispers to you as it softly wraps around your holy head. This day is holy. It's not Christmas. It's not Easter. We were taught that there were only certain days that were holy. Resurrection Sunday is very holy. Good Friday. We were told these things, that these were the holy days. Today is holy. For it ushers in a new experience, a different kind of feeling and awareness. Today is a day that is silent and holy so that you can have a new experience, beloved. You have spent long days and nights in celebrating death. Sheesh, I sure have. Today you learn to feel the joy of life. How about feeling the joy of life and nothing else? Why make a problem? This is another crucial turning point in the curriculum. We are now at day 157 at another very crucial turning point in this curriculum. This curriculum is a curriculum that everyone is undertaking, not meaning that everyone has to pick up A Course in Miracles. No, they do not. Some people will never come across the book. They'll still receive a beautiful curriculum in love. So here we are in the curriculum, and we're choosing to take on this 365-day curriculum that I've been in for many years. We add a new dimension now, a fresh experience that sheds a light on all that we have learned already and prepares us for what we have yet to learn. So we're at a critical turning point right now. It brings us to the door where learning ceases and we catch a glimpse of what lies past the highest reaches it can possibly attain. We are now at the door where we are catching a glimpse of heaven. It leaves us here an instant and we go beyond it, sure of our direction. Our only goal is God. Source. That's our only goal. And we're already there, so it should be easy for us to recognize it. Today will be given you to feel a touch of heaven. Woo, woo, woo. Come on, heaven. Though you will return to paths of learning. You see, at some point, learning will cease. You didn't stay in the third grade. Why? Because you aced the third grade. You moved on. No one receives lessons they don't need to learn. Yet you have come far enough along the way to alter time sufficiently to rise above its laws that you are now altering the laws of time, and that you are rising beyond, above time space, or space time as quantum physicists call it, and walk into eternity a while, that you are realizing that you are an eternal being and you're walking in eternity. This you will do. This you will learn to do increasingly. That more and more you'll be beyond time, more and more you'll be timeless, as every lesson faithfully rehearsed. As how will you get this superpower activated? The superpower is in you. You're a timeless being. You have the superpower. The superpower has always been there. How is it that you will unleash, activate, flip the switch on for this superpower? Is that you're practicing, faithfully rehearse every lesson. It says every lesson. Faithfully rehearse. That means throughout the day we are in on our practices, brings you more swiftly to this holy place and leaves you for a moment to yourself, capital S self. That as we practice throughout the day, into his presence would I enter now. You're standing at the door. You've learned a lot. It's 157 days we've been doing this, or maybe one day, or maybe 10 days, or maybe 30 days you've been doing this. It doesn't matter. It's all good. We're here now. We are here now, together. You, I, the whole circle, all of us all over the globe, beautiful souls all over the globe, doing this together every morning for the purpose of all minds being one with God and remembering. All minds are one with God. We must remember. Into his presence would I enter now. So it says, we will remember how to activate our superpowers. We will remember this once we go through, as we go through every lesson. If this is the curriculum you've chosen, you can choose many different curriculums. It's the same lessons in love. So if you've chosen this curriculum, because your whole life is your curriculum, you don't need a specific book. This is not a religion. This is no dogma, no doctrine, no nothing. You can get it by sitting by a tree. You don't have to read A Course in Miracles. And a book is not going to save you. The remembrance and you deciding to save yourself is what's going to save you. This is one way you can do it, of billions. It's countless ways to return home to God. We chose this curriculum because it resonates for us. Other people are choosing other curriculums. Know that everyone's choosing source. And it says that you will learn to do this increasingly, walk into eternity, into his presence would I enter now. Into the presence of source, of spirit would I enter now. And brings you more swiftly to this holy place and leaves you for a moment to yourself, your capital S self, your true self, your holy self, your higher self. That you can enter this presence at will, on demand, throughout the day, and go beyond time. He will direct your practicing today, for what you ask for now is what he wills. What you're asking for, to go beyond time, to go beyond death, beyond sickness, beyond getting old, beyond sickness, beyond not liking people, people not liking you, beyond feeling guilty, feeling angry, beyond feeling confused, don't know what to do with yourself, making a problem everywhere you go when there are no problems. All of this is conjured in the mind. Today, we're going past all that. That was a game we used to play when we were children. We know better. All unconscious lower mind behavior now. What we want most, the peace of God, the happiness of God, is what is God's will. To be fulfilled, to be abundant, to be in love with your family and the people that you love. What you want, what you're asking for, is the will of God. Is the will of this universe. Let's say it, if God is a word that's triggery and it brings up notions of a big dude in the sky, which is nothing of the sort. And having joined your will with his this day, what you are asking must be given you. Because when you join your will with the will of this whole great universe, I learned something a long time ago. If you work with this universe the way it works, you will have no problem whatsoever. You will have no problem whatsoever. All our problems come from one place, separation from this universe, separation from spirit, separation from source, a fake separation made up in the mind. And then we go about working in the universe and with the universe the way it doesn't work. I'll give you an example. If you work with a lion in a way that the lion does not work, you will not have a good outcome. You do not work with a lion and the cat in your house in the same way. Well, they're both cats. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And if you did with the lion what you do with your cat in your house, unless you're the lion whisperer and all the lions know him and they hug him and he frolics around with the lions, unless you're him, you're not going to have a good outcome. Why? Because we're working with the lioness, not in the way the lioness works. This works with people too. I keep trying to tell people this, especially we have a family experience going on now. And I say, hey, this is how this person is. And I came to peace with it a very long time ago. And I relate to this person in the way this person is. No, and our not accepting how people are with space for them to be better and better and not judging how they are. If we weren't judging how they are, we would need them to be better and better. Uh, that's just how the person works. This person sleeps late. That's how they work. This person likes to cuss. That's how they work. This person likes to, I don't know, eat bananas and you don't. That's how they work. Work with the universe how it works. Don't try, all your problems are coming from trying to get the universe to do what you wanted to do. No one has ever succeeded in that. Not even the strongest man ever. Not even the most willful woman ever. No one ever got the universe and all its contents, including people and situations and everything else, to work the way we want it to work. The universe doesn't work the way you want it to work. The universe works the way it works according to laws, mathematics that can be proven and seen with mathematical equations. This whole universe is numbers. Bitcoin is numbers, it's zeros and ones. Bitcoin is in complete alignment and harmony with the universe. That is why it is a success. I recognized that when it came to me in meditation 2014. Work with the universe the way the universe works. You're not going to have problems. Challenges, of course. We want challenges so we can grow our muscle. Problems, angst, who needs it? No, a challenge, yes, we're going to run out here and play this game. We're going to give it all we got. Nothing is needed today. Is needed, but today's idea to light your mind. Into his presence would I enter now. Into his presence would I enter now. Into the presence of spirit would I enter now. If you don't like the his. The course is very heavy on he. Put in whatever works for you. Put in whatever works for you. Nothing is needed but today's idea to light your mind into its presence. I would enter now. And let it rest in still anticipation and in quiet joy. Let the idea rest in your mind just like you go in your bed and you simply rest. Let the idea sink in and rest. In still anticipation, you're anticipating something that is known as miracles. And in quiet joy, you're joyfully quiet. We said that today is a day of stillness and trust, wherein you quickly leave the world behind. Leave the world behind. This is not avoidance. This is you meditating, knowing that what you see around you is not real, and you can go into your mind and change it. From this day forth, your ministry, your salvation of the world takes on a genuine devotion and the glow that travels from your fingertips to those you touch. You help people, you touch people, you are bringing a holiness to them and blesses those you look upon. Everyone you look upon is blessed. From this day hence, that's you. You're in a genuine devotion. You're the light traveling across this globe. Your fingertips heal and bless. Your presence is a healing presence. A vision reaches everyone you meet and everyone you think of, or who thinks of you, that they don't even have to be in your presence. Everyone you think of will be blessed. They'll receive a beautiful vision of heaven. For your experience today will so transform your mind that it becomes the touchstone for the holy thoughts of God. Your experience today in stillness and in trust will take your mind, whatever part of it is still in the gutter, and so transform your mind. Be ye transformed by the remaking of your mind. Be ye renewed by the transforming of your mind. Your mind. That today, the promise of the Course says that as we are in silence and trust, it said it, today is a day of silence and trust. This is a day of silence and trust. This is a day of silence and trust. We need both silence and trust. This is a day of silence and trust. That today, your mind will be so transformed that it becomes the touchstone for the holy thoughts of spirit. It becomes the place where the thoughts of spirit touch, hang out. Your body will be sanctified today along with your mind. Here comes your body. Its only purpose being now to bring the vision of what you experience this day to light the world. That's the purpose of your body, is to bring heaven to other people who can't see heaven. We call it a communication device. That is the purpose of your body. It is a communication device. We cannot give experience like this directly. Yet it leaves a vision in our eyes, which we can offer everyone. When people look in your eyes, they'll know, oh, this person is touching heaven. That he may come the sooner to the same experience in which the world is quietly forgot and heaven is remembered for a while. When you look in people's eyes, there's nothing you need to say that if your mind has been made holy, and to the extent that your mind has been made holy and has become a touchstone for source itself, that you will look in the eyes of other people, and here's what will happen. They themselves will say, wow, they'll have a vision, and they will come sooner to the same experience. What experience is that? The world is quietly forgot, and heaven is remembered a while. Wouldn't you like to close your eyes, clear your mind, and have no problems, no issues, nothing to concern yourself whatsoever? That is what the Course is offering you. It is offering you the remembrance that in your mind is this perfected holy state, a purified state where nothing can intrude upon the peace of the children of this universe. Nothing. That your mind is so purified. And when we say purified, please don't think that it means I never think about sex. Sex is purified and holy. Sex is a magical ancient art. Sex is part of the healing arts. Don't get it twisted. We think, oh my God, if my mind is pure, I can't have sex no more. That's what we were taught. That's a lie. The tantric arts tell us sex is going to God. That's what I've experienced. That's what I experience. Orgasm is God. So when we say purified, please don't go back to your holy roller Christianized consciousness. Don't go to that. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about your mind has been purified of anger. Your mind has been purified of hate thoughts toward other people and yourself. Your mind has been purified of littleness. Your mind has been purified of guilt and shame. Your mind has been purified of unworthiness and undeservedness. Your mind has been purified such that you remember that you are the living, breathing emanation of Mother, Father, God. That's who you are. That's who I am. So when your mind is purified, your body will be sanctified today. Its only purpose being now to bring the vision of what you experience this day to light the world. We cannot give experience like this directly. Yet we can help other people with it. That's your body. Your body is a communication device to communicate what? Love. As this experience increases and all those with this become of little worth, you will not keep searching for things that you thought was so important. You will seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. This is not proselytizing. This is not preaching. There's another way of saying there's one important thing. Love and everything else. If you're on the path of love, and also known as God, also known as Spirit, also known as Source, also known as the kingdom of heaven, also known as heaven, also known as Brahma, also known as Olodumare, also known as Ra, Jehovah, Yahweh. We have made up Allah. We have made up many names for the supreme, the supreme, the all. You will find that there is no goal worthy of you better than or more important than becoming God. That's your job. And don't make other things goals. Let them come to you, which they will. All of them will come to you, I promise you. They'll all come to you. All your dreams will come to you, because if you're God, you remember and you recognize you have all, so you will have all as an expression of your world on the planet. How is it that we're able to go anywhere on the planet, Egypt or India or Peru or Paris or Cannes or Dubai or China or Hong Kong or throughout the United States or Hawaii or throughout the Caribbean? How is it that we're able to do all this global travel? How is it that I'm able to live in this beautiful home in Mexico that I feel like gets more and more beautiful every day? It does. Because it's consciousness. It has nothing to do with money, but you made up that it has everything to do with money. You can't do any of these things because you don't have the money. This is not so. It's not so. It's a decision. It's a decision to be all and have all. It's a decision to be who you rightfully are. There's no lack of limitation in the universe. The universe is bursting new stars into expression right now. Somewhere a whale is having more whales. Somewhere blades of grass are growing brand new. Somewhere an acorn that has lodged itself in our beautiful earth mother is cracking itself open and pushing its contents up to the sun and will become a mighty oak. Somewhere eggs, I'm sure eagles, are cracking out of a shell right now. I promise you. There is no, peaches are dropping to the floor right now, and I don't know if it's the season. Watermelons are being born right now. Seeds are falling on the ground, and the earth is making something else. Creation is ongoing at all times. You're watching it. I'm a little bit of a gardener. I have my plants and things here, my babies, and they're always doing something. Something new is growing. Here it's growing. We have to pull. We have to chop back. We live in the Yucatan in Mexico. This whole rainforest Yucatan would gobble us and all our houses in probably 30 days if we weren't always cutting back the trees and cutting back. Come on now, this universe is so abundant. It is ridiculous. But you singled yourself out to tell yourself that you don't have money and that you're in lack of limitation. Oh, how special are you that you can't do it because you don't have money? What kind of consciousness is that? It's a consciousness I have for decades. I can't judge it. I only have compassion for it. And I only stand saying, please, I'm just your auntie saying, hey, boo, stop it. Come on over here to abundance. Stop doing that to yourself. It's a big lie. As this experience increases and all goals but this become of little worth, the world to which you will return becomes a little closer to the end of time, a little more like heaven in its ways, a little nearer its deliverance. That's what I've experienced. That's what I experience. That every time you meditate and you come back, your world gets a little more beautiful, like, wow. A little closer to the end of time. All goals but this become of little worth. Who would you be if you were a Christ? Who would you be if you were a Buddha?
were Buddha and Christ and Mother Teresa running around with a 5-year plan trying to get goo gobs of money. They had money. They had money. All of them well supplied. They were not in any kind of lack of limitation. They were supplied at the very highest levels of divine supply. Mother Teresa with real estate all throughout everywhere, and plenty money, resources galore to do all the work Mother Teresa was doing. Saint Teresa now, I do believe they sainted her. Buddha, everywhere he went, plenty. Christ, very well off, extremely wealthy. Solomon, richest man who ever lived. We know him as Solomon. Other people know him as another name. I'll be talking about that on Forbidden Knowledge, Christians You've Been Lied To series. Stop going for all the goals rather than being God. That's the goal. It's a simple goal. It's one goal, and it's the one goal that brings you everything. It's the one decision that brings you everything. And you who bring it light will come to see the light more sure, the vision more distinct. You're bringing light into the world. And because you bring light into the world, every time you meditate, you close your eyes, you go within in silence and in trust, and you realize your true God nature, and you activate your superpowers. When you open your eyes and you walk in the world as the light. People look at you and they say, oh, here she comes again. Here he comes again. Here they come again. And because you're bringing the light into the world, the vision becomes more distinct. The time will come when you will not return in the same form in which you now appear. One day, you're not even going to look the way you look right now, for you will have no need of it. Yet now it has a purpose and will serve it well. One day, you are not going to have a body. You're going to drop your body avatar, as all the great ones did. Yes, they dropped their body avatar. Nelson Mandela, beautiful Madiba. Madiba's smile was so big and so infectious. You couldn't be around Madiba. You couldn't see Madiba without seeing the shining face of God. How do you sit in a jail for 26 years? Well, not sitting in a jail, being in a jail for 26 years. And for a few of those years, they moved him to house arrest. He was in a kind of nice house. How do you be locked up? Supposedly, people took your freedom. They didn't take your freedom. They took your liberty. Liberty is the ability to move your body around. Freedom is in your mind. It can't be taken. You're free to think, be, feel anything you want, even if somebody has your body shackled. Your body is an avatar. Take your mind and go somewhere else. Well, Madiba's joy was so infectious. I never met Madiba in person. I never saw Madiba in person. That it was so infectious and went through the television screen, through the video screens, through the pictures. You just saw him smiling. It was like he was already in heaven. Like, how does this man come out of 20-something years of captivity and you're looking like this? He said, I knew I had to forgive, because if I didn't forgive, yeah, my body would have been free, but I would have still been a slave. Reverse. You have your liberty, your body is free, but your mind's still a slave. You don't have freedom. Your mind's still in captivity. Oh, your body is free to run around the planet and cause havoc and mayhem. Your mind, beloved, your mind. Bring your mind home to source. Bring your mind home to love. That's what he did. He forgave. He forgave all the people that treated him. He was out to change the world, and he did. He just didn't do it in the way he thought he was going to do it. And we got to witness his unfoldment and his transformation. You see, he came into the world and he had a light that was so bright, it was blinding. And then you become the president of the place that enslaved you. That's what God will do. That's what God will do. Today, we will embark upon a course you have not dreamed of. You haven't even dreamed of where you're going. But the Holy One, the giver of the happy dreams of life, that is the giver of happy dreams of life, is our source. Translator of perception into truth, taking what you think you see on this third dimension and just telling you the real truth about what's really going on. The holy guide to heaven given you You have a holy guide to heaven. It's within you. Higher self, yes, has dreamed for you this journey, which you make and start today with the experience this day holds out to you to be your own. You are on a holy quest for your true self. What could be better than that, beloved? You're on a holy quest. A quest in which you cannot fail. You need not question your quest. You can have complete trust in your quest because in your quest, you're going to win. The outcome of your quest is sure. You win, and so does everyone. Win now. Now. And we breathe. Into Christ's presence will we enter now. Into Christ's presence. Oh my God. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to be. Oh, yes. It is so true. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. All these other things will be added unto you. People think if they seek God, oh, what about my kids? What about my money? What about my health? What about this? What about that? That is all perfected as a wonderful side effect of walking into it, entering the presence of God, entering the presence of Spirit. Into Christ's presence will we enter now, serenely unaware of everything except his shining face and perfect love. Be unaware of anything other than the shining face of Christ and the perfect love for you. You are loved with an unfathomable love that can never be taken away, can never be diminished, can never be broken. Your heart was never broken. You were loved eternally, forever and ever. Amen. It's time we realize this. It's time we woke up to the realization and stop running around. Will you love me? Will you love me so I can capture you and be jealous of you and snatch onto you and hold you and clutch in my clutches forever? I do. Can you put a ring on my finger and assure me that you're never going to leave me? And 3 years later, divorce. 50% of the people that do that get divorced. Why? Because we're looking for love in all the wrong places. You're a black hole having to have all the people be swallowed until you find out the love that you are inside yourself has always been there, always will be there, and you find it, and then you become a fountain. I was a black hole. I just needed so much. Those were the lies I was telling myself. I need this, I need that, I need that. I stopped using the word. You don't need anything. Does God need anything? I would start asking myself truth questions. Is that true? I need this, I need it, I need it. Because we're so convinced that we need this thing. I need it. Yes, I need it. Is that true? I just go to the 4 questions of Byron Katie. I worked with that for years. The 4 questions. Just go to thework.com, the work, Byron Katie. Write it down in your journal that you're using every day, or someone put it in the chat, or someone put it in the ACIM Telegram chat we have. The work, Byron Katie, thework.com. 4 simple questions is the most elegant way to unravel what's going on in that crazy big head of mine. I need this, I need this, I need this. You really do. I need this $5,000. I need it, I need it, I need it. Universe, I need it. I'm doing a spell. I'm doing some visualization and some manifestation because I need it. Well, how is that spell going to turn out? Wow. You just put a whole nother rack of need in this pool that we're all swimming in with our consciousness, peeing in the pool. I need it, I need it, I need it. Is that true? That's what when you ask yourself the 4 questions, is that true? Yes, it's true. Yes, I need it. Don't you see these papers? These papers say that if I don't pay this by this time, it's going to be very bad for me. Okay. Here's a second question. Do you know better than God that that's true? That's where you start to doubt your bullshit story that you need anything. You don't need anything. What did Christ need? Somebody said, come pay the taxes. He said, go to the river, pull out a fish, open the mouth, and there's the money to pay the taxes. They're just making it as they go. And they have it on hand. The second question in the 4 questions. Do you know better than God that that's true? Starts to poke holes in what we are so convinced of. We're so convinced of our needs and our lack and our limitations and our littleness and our weakness and our need for protection and we're so sick. You know what came to me yesterday? Cancel on all of that. Cancel, universe. Cancel, disintegrate. Do you know what came to me yesterday as I was in the shower? I was in the shower yesterday. And do you know what thought came to me? You know how shower thoughts, they call them shower thoughts. They have a whole Reddit threads on shower thoughts because it's just like showering truth. Just when you get in the shower, something happens. And it's just washing away craziness, right? Mentally, emotionally, and physically, and spiritually. Here was the thought that came to me in the shower. How did they convince us to go to quote unquote healers when nothing was wrong with us? They call it a checkup. How did they convince us to bring healthy babies? Oh, they had a schedule. We had a card, and the card had, well, I was in the ancient days when I had my kids. They're in their 30s, and the youngest one, the baby, is 21. How did they convince us, bring your baby to us every, yes, okay, I'll bring my baby to you, and we're going to poke it and stab it and pinch it, and right? We own your baby. Yes, you own my baby, bastards. How did we convince ourselves that we are supposed to go in every year for a checkup? This is what was coming to me in the shower. Now you make of it what you will. I'm not telling you what to do with your baby. You do with your baby as you are divinely led. How did we convince ourselves that we're supposed to go in for a checkup? You're healthy. You feel great. And you are supposed to take yourself, quote unquote, to a healer to make sure you're okay. How did they convince us to do that? I mean, it's a great plan if you want to enslave all of humanity. It's a great plan. I mean, this plan is so multi-pronged. I'm telling you, look at my video on YouTube, the seven dark forces arrayed against humanity. Please watch that video. How do we, and here's the next thought that came to me. Back in the day, before we had these big conglomerates that wanted to take over and become the matrix and snatch every consciousness and use it for a battery, there was a village healer. There was a witch in the woods. She was a healer. Everybody knows she was a healer. She talked to animals, she talked to trees, she talked to rocks and crystals and stones and sticks. And you went into her hut and she had all these things. And she knew what all of them did, and ghosts hung around her and spirits hung around her, and she could talk to dead people, and she could call up this one or call up that one or whatever. And this was her normal life. I'm saying her in the same way that humanity uses he, human, woman. I'm just simply saying she as a way of expressing a person. It could be she, he, that. Well, when did you go to her? Did you go knocking on her door? Open the door. Yes. I'm feeling good. Okay. Can you check me? For what? In case something bad happens. Check me. How far would you get with the village healer when there's a line, people with a tooth hanging out, people that chopped their finger while they were smithing the swords or whatever, hit their hand with an anvil, people who want abortions, people who want an elixir to get pregnant, dudes whose thing ain't working right and she can help them with that. What? And you standing here talking about, I'm healthy. I just showed up so you can check me. Why did we willingly surrender we did it willingly. And we're still doing it. You're going to get a checkup from a doctor who's going to find something wrong because you're looking for something wrong. Why did we, this whole cascade of consciousness was coming to me. Because I haven't done that in so many years. I don't, and I'm still alive. How in the perfectly healthy? How did that happen? No medications, perfectly healthy, feel great, feel youthful, vigorous, vital, all of that. How did that happen? But they told you that if you don't go every year and get a colonoscopy, then how many things do they keep adding to the list? They're going up your butt, up your coochie, down your throat, into your ears, up your nose, in your eyes, mashing your boobies in a horrible machine. When I got a mammogram, I was in my 40s. I was like, what the? No. It was a big no in my spirit. I'm telling you, that was the last checkup I got, probably about 20 years ago, something like that, close to it. And I'll go to a white coat for two things. One, or actually one thing. If I'm bleeding out and dying, or a broken leg or something like that, patch me up. They're great at that. They're great at that. The ongoing care under a white coat, kill me now rather than just drug me and keep me going for 10 years so they can just suck the life and money out of me. No, let me die now. Let me just drop this body avatar. I'm not doing that. So we willingly bought our bodies. I bet you somebody's going today that's listening to this for a checkup and you are perfectly healthy. There's nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. Now, you want to play that game, have at it. Go for it. You're a healthy person and you're turning up at a doctor's office. You know when I knew the whole thing was a sham? I suspected. I suspected it was all about money and greed and control. I suspected that. So here's when I found out for sure that it was about money and greed and control. When I got back the mammogram results, left breast negative, right breast negative. Negative for what? Shouldn't it be positive for health? Positive, check, you're healthy. Positive, a check. No, it was negative for the bad conditions that they were looking for. Think about that. Negative, we couldn't find anything. We're going to keep looking. Ah, negative. I thought it would be a positive. I thought I got a 100% on this exam. Then I was sitting in my quote unquote doctor's office. The last doctor I had, it was a lady. She was lovely. Nothing wrong with doctors. You know, the individual people that are in these conglomerate systems, they're wonderful people. I met a lot of them. They're beautiful. This is not a condemnation on doctors, nurses. Oh, nurses and doctors, they're wonderful. I saw them tend to so many family members, and they're just wonderful. They are in a corrupt system ruled by power mongers and despotic people that are mercenaries. They will kill you for money. What is that other than a mercenary and a serial killer? When are we going to wake up that the medical establishment in the United States kills 300,000 people a year? 1,000 people today are going to die from the right use of medicine. That's not medicine. That's not healing. Are we not looking at that? COVID is nothing compared to how many people doctors kill. Are we not looking at that? I don't know why we don't look at that. Okay, anyway, let's go further. So you go in and you get this, checkup. And she said to me, this lady doctor, wonderful lady. I'm sure she had a beautiful family, a beautiful home, wonderful lady. I wish her nothing but blessings and love. And maybe to come into the real healing arts, because that ain't it. She was doing the best she could. And she said to me, she walked in the room with the chart, with the papers. She was looking at the papers and she had a bewildered look on her face. And I was like, what's going on? You're sitting there looking very vulnerable because they made you take off your clothes and they put you on a table with some paper. What kind of thing is that? I never had that kind of thing when I went to get a massage or when I went to get acupuncture. I never had any of, or when I went to a natural healing doctor. I never had those experiences. They put you in a white room with fluorescent lights, poisoning you with fluorescent lighting, sitting on a piece of paper on a table, naked with a robe on, public humiliation. You can't even walk to the bathroom because the thing is open in the back. Your whole butt is hanging out. What are we doing? What is this? I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. The thing is so bizarre. Okay, this is not healing. This is not healing. Okay. Past all that, she's looking, she closed the door behind her. Now she's gonna have to talk with me. She has the results. All the blood is in, all this pee in a cup. Scoop this out of this cavity in your body, scoop that out, put a big steel thing in your coochie and look up there and swirl around. I mean, why are we doing that? Your coochie was not meant to have a big steel thing go into it. Oh my God. It should be clear what yoni is made for. It should be very clear. No, somebody told us we need to put this in your yoni every 6 months, every year. Are you kidding me? No. Okay, so, or else something bad's gonna happen. They have to back it up with a threat of fear. Guess what? I haven't done it in a very long time. Something good is gonna happen. I promise you, something very good is going to happen. Okay, well, she looked at the papers and she said, I wonder if we're on Candy Camera. And I was like, looking around, there's no cameras around here. She said, because I've never seen numbers like this on a person your age. Huh? What are you saying right now? I mean, like, is this a good message? Is this an encouraging message? Walk in, great news. You look great. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Some doctors will say that if they're honest. She was bewildered. She said, I've never seen numbers on a person like this, a person your age. She was looking for something. She was looking for something to prescribe. She was looking for something, and she had been halted by spirit. And the voice told me, run. I said, thank you, jumped up. Is our meeting over? Yeah. Make sure to come back next year. Ha ha. In my mind, I was like, you will never fucking see me ever again in your good, lovely life. And I pray you have a long, lovely, healthy life. You will never see this bitch ever again. And that exactly is what it has been. But we are so trapped in the belief that if you don't run your healthy self, you're healthy. There's nothing wrong with you. And you have to go get a checkup from people that don't do healing, that routinely kill people every day. You're going to mercenaries and murderers. That's what I call them. For a checkup. The world is insane. Please understand that the Course tells us that nothing the world believes is true. Nothing, not one thing. Not one thing the world believes is true or works according to the laws of God. It's a great lie. It's a great deception. It's unreal. It's Maya. So you got to make a choice. Either I'm going to follow the laws of heaven or I'm going to be beholden to the raggedy, crazy laws of man. And wow, you will be miserable. Into Christ's presence will we enter now, serenely unaware of everything. Be serenely unaware of everything except his shining face and perfect love. The vision of his face will stay with you. I promise you, you will close your eyes and you will see the eyes looking at you. But there will be an instant which transcends all vision, even this, the holiest, that there will be a moment that it will be the great no thingness, no thing, no words, no pictures, no visions. There ain't no thingness, pure consciousness, ascension, pure awareness. This you will never teach, for you attained it not through learning. You didn't learn your way to this. You didn't think your way to this, to pure awareness. Yet the vision speaks of your remembrance of what you knew that instant and will surely know again. You remembered yourself, and that is how you came home to perfection and holiness. Into his presence would I enter now. I'm Reverend Valerie Love. Happy to be at your service, also known as Kaisi, ValerieLove.com. The floor is open. Wow.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So powerful. Um, like where do you go from that? Just meditating on that. Into his presence, would I go now? To be there now, I need no past, I need no future. I need to get out of my head, I need to get out of thinking.
Come on.
Be all, have all. With no stress, strain, or struggle. I just thought this was so powerful this morning, and what we have to hold in our consciousness throughout today. I am just complete with that. I don't know if there's much more for me to say with that, because that is all. That is abundant. Anything that you may have thought you were working through or working on, to be in that should release it all. Should give you, for me, all I need. I am complete.
You know, I got that same sense, Coach Michelle, that there really wasn't much to talk about with regard to that, and that it really is for us to be still and meditate on it.
Yeah, with the CCW convention, was doing the Enneagram, just for me, knowing that I was in that place of that 5, 6, 7 in my head. This pairs with it so well. This pairs with the law so well. This is for, I'm just getting it. This is just a meditative moment to integrate those things and to replace the past thinking or past overthinking or any doubt, shame, lack, poverty. At one point, the course told us that, or asked us about the world we want to see. Is this, what is the world we want to see? But the world we would want to see would be in the now, the Christ mind, God's will. So if we enter his presence now, I'm just getting, that's what we would be. We would be in the world we want to see. So, yeah, not a lot to talk about. A lot to sit in, to integrate, if you so choose, to replace those past beliefs, if you so choose, and into his presence, because it's available.
Ashe.
I'm complete. I think this time.
Ashe. We have one hand raised, and then we're going to turn off hand raising, and we're going to meditate. Everyone, meditate. We'll end our live stream and really meditate, because this calls for us to go deep within. And please do share the room. I did bring up, I thought I brought up Natural Mystic. Did we?
Let me see if I can refresh and see. No, I don't have anyone coming up. I'm checking to see if there were any hands still raised.
Okay, thank you so much. And while we do that, we can prepare for our Galactic Signature, and we can also go to thework.com. Please put it in all the chats that we have, because the work is so critical. The work, I have it up on the YouTube channel right now on screen share. It is when I say incredible resource, it got me out of so much craziness. It is an incredible resource. Reverend Z, thank you so much for commenting on the background. I just love this new space. Do y'all see how this space just keeps getting better and better and better and better? When y'all come visit me in Mexico, it's going to be fabulous. By the way, we have the first VIP party for our VIP NFT holders. Our VIP NFT is going, baby. When it's gone, I'm telling you, for all of y'all who are sitting and waiting, when you can buy more than one, get it handled, because every day we have more holders and soon all 100 will be gone. Okay? Zaire, how you loving?
I'm loving wonderful, Casey.
Wonderful, wonderful. The other thing that I want to share with us, which is something I want you all to consider for everyone who's, in the abundance question, right? Because that was me. That was me in the abundance question. On May 22nd of this year, of 2022, May 22nd of 2022, there was an airdrop, completely free, of an NFT project. And Ascension members, listen up, because I'm going to do a little video for the Ascension members to go deeper into detail about this. And if you're not in Ascension, go to ValerieLove.com right now and hop in Ascension. And if you're already in Ascension, get into the lessons and take action. Love it. On May 22nd, 2022, there was a drop of a new NFT project. And the NFT project was called Goblin Town. And Goblin Town is a meme NFT of sort of complaints about the bear market, how you really feel. It's sort of like a meme NFT that shows you the goblinish side of us that comes out when the market is in a bear market, and it is hysterical. When I tell you the thing is hysterical, the thing is hysterical. Okay, so it came out on May 22, airdropped, free. I just said free. It's called Goblin Town WTF. Okay? Airdrop free. Oh, Coach Michelle, I think you have a hot mic. So it dropped free to everyone. It was open to everyone. Get as many as you want, I think. Well, one per wallet or something like that. I don't know. You can have more than one wallet, get more than one. Free. Within 48 hours, each one was worth, I think, 1 or 2 Ethereum, which means within 48 hours, it went to something like between $2,000 and $4,000. After that, they went up to $12,000, and some people had 20 of them. Can you understand that in this world right now, you can get something for free? This is boggling my mind right now as I'm watching Goblin Town. You can get something for free. So this whole money conversation, I can't get into crypto because I don't have no money. Stop. No. You can get into something for free, and it turned into something that is worth an insane amount of money. Someone got 20 of them. And now each of those 20 are worth something like 12 grand in USD. I don't know, something like $250,000. How do you go from zero, like in my financial services mind and in the stock market and in the financial services world, there is nowhere where you can start with zero. You can do it in real estate. In real estate, you can start with zero and go to multimillionaire. A lot of people have done that in real estate. I don't see people go from zero to $250,000 cash in hand in real estate in 48 hours. I haven't seen that done. I have seen people start with zero and build, because of the laws of real estate, to $250 million from zero. Do you understand where you are? You are sitting at when the internet was born in 20 something years ago and no one knew what it was going to be. That's where you are. And if you do not take action right now, I don't know when you're going to do it. That's where you are right now with regard to Web 3. We had Web 1.0, we had Web 2.0, and probably I'm sharing this because it's Money Monday. Please take action. Please take action to secure one of the greatest wealth transfers in the history of humanity. This all came as a result of Bitcoin. None of this would be in existence if we didn't have Bitcoin. None of it. Ethereum is a fork of Bitcoin. Ethereum wouldn't exist if it wasn't for Bitcoin. Spiritual people, you deserve to be wealthy. Magical people, you deserve to be rich. Everyone knows this deep inside, which means there will be work for you to do. There will be something that you must do. And it's two things: inner work, outer steps. Inner work, outer steps. The inner work of deservedness, deservability, ridding self of guilt that we do here every morning, and the outer steps, which we do in Ascension. Okay, you would actually have to set up a MetaMask wallet. You would actually have to learn what Bitcoin is and open Bitcoin wallets. You would actually have to order a Trezor in the third dimension. There are things required in the third dimension, but a lot of spiritual people are so high spiritually that they don't do anything on the third dimension. That won't work. Didn't I have to buy a computer to be able to do this right here? Don't you have to buy a mobile phone to be able to be on Clubhouse? There'll be something required. Don't you have to sit down and write a book? You got books inside of you. You're going to write a book. You can easily become an author with us right now and engage in some coaching with us right now if you went to ValerieLove.com. And while you're at ValerieLove.com, just click on books. And when you go there, you're going to see that the very first book there is the opportunity for you to be an author in the book with us. So when you consider this, you are in, do you know where you are, family? Oh my goodness, I've said this so many times. I've said this so many times over the years. Do you know where you are? And invariably, people come back and say, I didn't do it. I didn't know. I didn't do it. Invariably, people come back and say that. Don't be a casualty. Don't be a casualty. If you're sleeping on this, please wake up. If you're sleeping on this, please wake up. And I mean, wake up today. It's Money Monday. Today, in silence and in trust, because we're clearing our mind into His presence, I would enter now. What a better place to take the action steps on your wealth. Aren't you worth it? Aren't you tired of having financial issues? Aren't you tired of not having enough? Aren't you tired of not going wherever you want to go all over the world? Aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of not having a safe, secure, lovely home? All that's created in consciousness. And once you create it in consciousness, then there are steps that you must take. It has its cause, its root in consciousness. And then there are steps you must take. You must actually go and sign papers for maybe buying that land and putting a beautiful retreat center on it. You'll actually hire builders to actually build. There are things to do on the third dimension, and most spiritual people rebuff, don't want to engage with the third dimension. They're just like, I'm just going to think about it. And I saw the secret. Rev, Kaisi, you're talking too much. You're doing too much. Kaisi. I never saw an angel come down here and write a book for me. I'm the author of 20-something books, was working on Decode Yourself even more yesterday because I'm going to expand Decode Yourself. If you're a member on the YouTube channel, you know you have it. Members on the YouTube channel are only at $4.99. We love you, members. We love you, members, at the YouTube channel. If you're a member of the YouTube channel, you receive the books. Those books didn't write themselves. Those books didn't hop themselves onto Amazon. There will be things, Christ did things on this plane of existence, as well as in the dimensions beyond. Your multidimensional being. Don't forsake the third dimension. Don't give up on this dimension. You can have so much fun in this dimension when you play this game. Oh my God, you'll be on planes and in suites and on yachts and healthy and happy with wonderful lovers, wonderful friends. You can have so much fun on this dimension. Just don't make it the only thing. It's a game. Okay, family? Promise me. Please put it in the chat. Please put it in the chat that you will do for yourself, whether it's one of my programs or anywhere else. Please promise me that you will do what you know you are led to do and more than you think you can do in this great wealth transfer. You're sitting in a unique time in history, and why is it that you got this information? You got this information before 95% of the world. Why? And you've been asking God, please, you've been doing your manifestation spells, your magic spells, your prosperity and abundance, your 40-day prosperity abundance. We just did a 40-day prosperity and abundance ritual last year. You've been doing all that without taking action steps. The action steps that match, as you heard Mama Nika speak yesterday, the action steps that match what you're asking for. You can't take 2 action and be asking for 1,000. Yes, who's heard Namaste Life says yes. Yes. Put it in the chat. Yes. I'm already on it, Reverend. I love it, Reverend Love. I'll see you in July. I know that's right, Ashley. Come on. Family, you got to be on it. Don't lull yourself into thinking that you're doing it because you're on A Course in Miracles every morning. That's the beautiful first step. Then you're going to have to get up and bust a move. You're going to have to get up and do big, scary things like get on a plane and go to another country. Or write a book and really put your really write a real book, really put your real story in there. Not, oh, Reverend Val, I don't want to talk about that because, the person abused me and I don't want to, make them look bad or I don't want to write this book because it's going to happen to their family members and I don't want to out them. No. This is your story. This is your life. Make them anonymous if you want to. Give them different names. This book is not about them. This book is about you. But won't write the book, won't buy the land, won't create the retreat center, won't take the steps on this here plane. It was the NFT on OpenSea. The NFT was on OpenSea. It's still on OpenSea. Matter of fact, I'm going to show it to y'all because Goblin Town is so hilarious, family. I'm giving you one example. Goblin Town is so hilarious. First, of course, when we go to OpenSea, I have to show you our NFT project. Woo! Which is Soul Excursions, the VIP. You buy one of these NFTs, and we give you a pass to go all around the world with us everywhere. And how do you find out about that? You go right here to our website. Boom. Click on the website. Let me show you the website. And I'll show you the goblins. It's unbelievable. Family, it's unbelievable. Right here, when you go to soulexcursions.world, that's our website for travel. That is our travel company. When you go to soulexcursions.world, you see right here, new NFT, which will take you over to OpenSea. The new NFT right there. And right here, see the new, I apologize. This one is see the new Soul Excursions NFT. It's going to take you to OpenSea. It's going to take you to this. This one, new NFT, is going to bring you right here to this page. We did an entire class on what the NFT is, how to buy it, how to take action. When these NFTs that are now 0.31 Ethereum and they become 1 Ethereum, 2 Ethereum, 3 Ethereum, because there's only 100 of them so far. Tiny collection. Eventually it'll go to 222. We'll never make more than that. It's like Bitcoin with a tiny hard cap. When you get this VIP, not only can you travel the world on this VIP NFT, you can travel the world as one of our VIPs, and we're having our first party in July for NFT holders. In order for you to watch the entire video, including Q&A, where you understand the whole thing, the whole webinar, you will need to text us. Very simple. You just text the word VIP to this number. If you don't like texting us and you don't like giving your text number, then don't do it. Go somewhere else. It's all good. This is how you can get the goods if you want to. Text us. You can always untext us later. You can always say, okay, I got the link. Now I'm in. Stop. I don't care. Then you sit down and you give 2 hours. Yes, it's 2 hours, or maybe do 1 hour and then 1 hour. And you sit down with your notebook. I teach an ascension that you do 1 to 2 hours every single day on your wealth. All of my wealth mentors taught me if you creating wealth is not your part-time job, you ain't never going to be wealthy. If you cannot devote an hour or two a day to becoming wealthy, you're never going to be wealthy. Don't be one of these super distracted people running all over. Sit down, watch the video, write notes, follow along, not with the kid and the dog and the baby and the cat and the hubby and the wife and the lawnmower and all that. No, focus. For the kids' bad, focus. This is your wealth we're talking about. We're giving you something for $555 that's going to be worth $6,000. We're giving you something right now for $555 that later we will give you free the big NFT that's going to be $5,500. We're giving it to you. We're giving you the big one free when you buy the little one. That's unheard of. Usually it's the other way around. Spend $5,500, we'll give you a free $555 one. No, will you buy the $550 one? We're giving you the $5,500 one free. It's unheard of. You sit down, you watch the video. If you have questions, you can simply go into the Soul Excursions Discord and get your questions answered. And you might be saying, well, how do I go to let me screen share the appropriate page for you so that you can get it. And then I'll show you the goblins because I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed. Here you are. This is the page. When you click on new NFT, you just click on there. We text you, you get instant access. Instant access. Text now for instant access. We're going to get you into Web3. The whole community is in Web3. The whole community soon, next year in 2023, you won't be able to buy anything that we do with fiat money. It will all be Web3. It will all be Web3. We're moving to Web3. Don't get left behind. So that's how you find out all about our NFT project, the Soul Excursions, our first of many NFT projects, the Soul Excursion NFT project. Now, here's something delicious. Let's go to the goblins on OpenSea because I'm floored. I'm absolutely floored. It's Money Monday. Bust a move and take some action. Here's the goblins. Well, this is Soul Excursion. Go to goblins. If you just go to goblins, it pops right up. Do you see what it says? Goblin Town .wtf. So you click on goblins. And this is what they look like. Ugly as hell. And the cheapest one you can get is 2.2 Ethereum, which is something like $5,000. Let's just click on it just to see. There you go. The cheapest one you can get is $4,233. This ugly ass goblin. And what's the description? It's written in Goblin. Everything is written in Goblin. Goblins, goblins, goblins. We come to Goblin Town. You slum, digit rats. Ooh, rats are yummies. This is nifty. Oh, goblins. Oh, the chain. What? Oh, crusty butt dog. Goblin. Blah, 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 blah. They speak Goblin. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. This thing is, how much money is on this thing? I hope y'all see it. You can't not see what's right in front of your eyes. Do you understand the floor price is 6 Ethereum? 6 Ethereum is $12,000. Do you understand that 4,600 people have a goblin, or more than one goblin, obviously, because there's 10,000. Do you understand that the total volume of goblins is 30,000 30,000 Ethereum, 30,000 times 2,000 goblins. They don't even speak English. Now, let me tell you something. They speak Goblin. Let's go to their website. Look at their website. I'm telling you, when I looked at this, I couldn't believe it. Okay, let's go a little further. Let's go a little further. There's something else I want to show you. I want to show you their website. Here's the website. This is the website. Does it look like anything? It says down here, family. Then it says, fucking enter already. That's literally what it says up there. Okay, you click on that. And now you're in Goblin Town. And if you just look at Goblin Town, they're having a conversation. Look at this, sold out, fuckers. One free gas minute, we're 3,000. No roadmap, no Discord, no utility, CCO, contract wasn't actually written by goblins. Goblin Town, no roadmap, no Discord, no utility. These Goblin Town NFTs, they're not gonna do anything. We don't have a roadmap, we're not doing nothing. And we're keeping 1,000 for ourselves, 9,000 y'all can buy. And no utility. Our NFTs are all utility NFTs. This is a meme NFT. It'll never do anything. Here's a conversation right here. The Goblin. Ugh. What? I a ting. You a ting. What? Wait, I also a ting. What kind of ting are we? Nifty ting. Nifty what? Nifty. Stand for something. What for? Maybe for never. Fine. Troll poops. But who did this? But who knows? Who knows? But some butt nose did it. Butt nose when butt nose do it. Now it already happened. We here right now. Wait a minute. What a minute. What a win. What? Who butt nose team? T sneaky. Maybe they show face soon. We can punch. What? You goblin. How goblin? Goblin. I don't even know what to say. I don't. Done. I'm done. Goblin Town was proof that it's proof. Just do it, baby. People, just do it. People are out here in these streets making goblins and making millions. And then NFT doesn't do anything, and it doesn't give you any privileges, and it doesn't have a roadmap. We're just goblins hanging out. And they say if you go on their Twitter spaces, all they do is talk goblin. They're not speaking English. And a real investor, Denelzian, Goblin Town. And a real investor went on Goblin Town because he owns all these NFTs. So they have the internet. Have you ever seen anything like this in your life? I have never seen, and this thing is making what, millions? I've never seen anything like this in my life. Okay, it is so genius. It's so genius. So the AMAs that they have their Twitter spaces, and everybody gets on there and they're talking goblin. They're speaking goblin because they're all goblins. And a real investor was like, I have 20 of these. He was on their Twitter. I have 20 of these. And I hope that one day on one of your AMAs, you'll actually say something, I would like to have an intelligent conversation. They answered him in Goblin. We goblins. We know that intelligent conversation. What intelligent conversation? They never broke character. I was rolling. Oh my, it's so good. Sharifa, it's so good. It's so ingenious that they're just goblins. But you can't come up with an idea and why? Why were they goblins? Because they're just mad and ugly over the bear market. That's all. It's an idea. And oh my God, a big, NFT, a big person in NFT space, he tweeted it once. He was like, Goblin Town's coming out. They gave the Goblin Town NFTs away for free. Free airdrop, free mint. You just pay the gas fees. You just pay the transaction fees. Free mint, get as many goblins as you want. Well, one per wallet, I think it was. Free mint. You didn't even have to pay for this NFT. That's the world we live in. Do y'all understand the world we live in? That's the world we live in. And you sitting there saying you can't figure out a blockchain. Baby, you better know I'm going to figure it out. You saying you can't figure out a blockchain. Okay. Stay right there while all the rest of us get all the goblins and create all the NFT projects and make our books NFTs and do everything else. In July, come to the event. I've already created I'm now working on my third NFT project. And I'm going to give you the last piece of deliciousness that we are going to have for today, Money Monday. And we're going to meditate on what we heard today and what we are creating. You're going to go to valerielove.com, click on Global Events. And here we are in Dubai. That was our desert safari in Dubai, the incredible Dubai retreat. And here you are, our next event. This is beginning of June. This is easy for you. Our next event. If you don't understand NFTs or you're trying to get into NFTs or you don't know what to do, come to class. Your NFT project in 2 days. I am going to walk you through creating your project in 2 days, Thursday and Friday. Boom, done. You walk out the door with an NFT project, art created and everything. How are we going to do that? Because I know how to do it. And I'm a transformational coach, just like I do your book in 2 days, your book in a weekend, your book in 5 days in Bali retreat. Same thing. Your NFT project in 2 days. We don't need to spend forever on this. We're going to get it done. July 28th and 29th, which is Thursday and Friday, registration closes. You just click on this and it'll show you the details. Registration closes in Washington, D.C. And you will create perpetual royalties. If you're an author, a coach, a speaker, a consultant, you can take all of your books, all of your courses, all of your retreats, and turn them into NFTs and receive perpetual royalties while you empower your people to make money along with you. You're incentivizing your people. Your people are actually owning a part of what you do. And you can come to this event, 2-day event, whether you know what an NFT is or not. So you click on that to register. And if you pay in Bitcoin, you get another deep discount, which is lovely. If you're in Ascension, you get half price, which is lovely. I just don't want people to miss it. And unfortunately, I know there are people listening to me right now. They're just going to totally miss the boat. But they were here. They're just going to totally miss the boat because they didn't take any action. Oh, they heard about it. They're going to say, I heard about that back in 2022. They were making all those NFTs. And now we just got NFTs all over the place. Every NFT, those 10,000 NFTs, that's 10,000 income streams. Think about that you released into the wild. You have 10,000 income streams, perpetual royalties. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you definitely have to be at the event. You have only 38 days to register. Registration closes for this event on Thursday, July 14th. Act with intention. And it's going to close before then, once I secure the group for it, because it's going to be a very small group, just like Never Work Again. Because in order for everyone to have their project, we must have the project. We must have a small group. This will not be a room of 40 or 50 people. It's going to be a very nice, small, tight group. And you can pay with Bitcoin, get another break. If you're in Ascension, all these prices are half price for you. Half price for you. Okay, half price. And Antoinette, thank you so much for sharing. When we're in the live stream, we don't allow any kind of promo or anything like that. So we just want to keep it clean and clear. Okay, we don't do any kind of promo or anything like that in the live stream. Okay, family? Just making you aware of what's available to you. I'm now working on the third NFT project, and I promise you, after this NFT event, in order to hire me as a consultant, it would definitely be $25,000 and above for taking all your projects to NFTs. We'll do a book, your book into NFTs. I'll do a retreat like that in Bali. And the only way you'll be able to go is if you have the NFT. So this is where we are now, family. It's Web3. Let's have our Galactic Signature. Or Zaire, anything you want to say about Goblin Town? Did you know about Goblin Town? Did you hear about Goblin Town?
I just heard about it when you were speaking about it. I said, oh my gosh, OMG. Look at that. Well, I'm looking forward to see whatever you put in Ascension because whew, that just blew my mind right there.
And to register for the events, they are already in Ascension. So everyone who's in Ascension, oh, thank you so much, Antoinette. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love. Everyone who is in Ascension, log into your Ascension course. No, you don't have to pay in Bitcoin if, let me clarify something for you. There are 2 events that are happening in July. It's a good question, Ashley. There are 2 events that are happening in July. We have, let me show them to you on the website. We have 2 events happening in July, and I'll show them to you right now. One event is the free to Ascension members Bitcoin event. And that event is taking place on July 30th. Let me go back to all events. Let's make sure. Yep. Okay. So we have a free event coming up, and that is July 30th. You see, these are 2 events. So Saturday, July 30th, unbank yourself. This is how to be your own bank. Okay? That is on Saturday, July 30th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That is free to Ascension members. Everyone else, if you're coming to the one-day event, you must register and pay in Bitcoin because it's a Bitcoin event. I can't accept anything other than Bitcoin for a Bitcoin event. Right? I just made that up in my mind. Plus, what I know is that when we offer incentives for Bitcoin, it makes people go buy Bitcoin, which is lovely. So that's unbank yourself. Now, if you come to your NFT project in 2 days, you're really ready to get into some big money as your NFT project in 2 days. That is a paid event. And if you order it, and let's say you're not an Ascension, you get the Saturday event free along with it. So if you register for the NFT event, you get the Bitcoin event included. Now, if you're an Ascension, you already have the Bitcoin event free, and the NFT project event, you're paying half price for it. I mean, Ascension is a crazy good deal. It's a crazy good deal. Why? Because I'm more interested in your transformation than I am in money. Have you noticed that? That's why I have money coming to me every single day, because I'm more interested in your transformation in people than I am in money. Money doesn't motivate me, and I don't think money motivates you either. You're motivated by a higher calling. I have a calling for money and spirituality, magic, money, and metaphysics. I have a calling for this. I can see these things coming a mile down the road. The information just comes to me. Please be there. Please don't play yourself short and play yourself little, and then just stay right where you are financially. And why, even if you're thriving financially, wonderful, learn it and teach it to your people. Learn it and teach it to your kids. Learn it. It goes beyond you. It's not about you. That's all I'm going to say. Galactic Signature. Anyone else? Max!
Oh. Okay, I was going to let you know that he's on the stage. Okay.
Thank you, because I was so busy talking on the live stream. I didn't see Max. How you loving?
How you loving? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good everything. How's everyone?
Fabulous, fabulous, Max. Now that you're here, you've been fabulous, sir.
Thank you. So, I love all the events, and we, of course, have to promote September.
Did you see that it's on the website? So I haven't set up the payment yet. I put the dates on there.
You remember MTV used to have that old show called MTV Unplugged? I have been MTV Unplugged. Max Tucci Vision Unplugged for about 2 weeks. So I am back now on the East Coast. Beloved is with me. He's all good. Everything is good. And we're just vibing. And so, yeah, it's time to to be in the moment now and see what's going on, and just grateful that, you know, I have to just take this moment right now to say thank you again for your commitment to this time and space. 157, less than 157. And what that means for those who are tuning in for the first time is that you have a committed coach, a committed beloved, a committed friend that every morning says yes to being in this time and space for 157 days, and yet still travels the world, and yet still engages in everything life has to offer, the abundance, the cornucopia of abundance, and yet still is here with us every morning to motivate, inspire, educate, promote, lift up, encourage, and help live an abundant, fruitful life. So thank you, Val, Casey, for being that committed person and showing you're the example of exactly the authentic life you live that is available for everyone. And the simplicity is, like Val says every morning, yes, we too have to make the decision to say yes to living that fruitful life. You know, that beautiful cornucopia that comes in Thanksgiving. Imagine that pouring out every single thing your heart desires. It's already there. And it's the yes that gives it to us. So thank you.
Love you, love you, love you, Max. And I was sensing, I was like, whoa, you. Every time I'm thinking about you, you show up, because yesterday, well, actually the last few days, sometimes the last week, I put Salem and Salem on the website. And I was so elated that we're going to be in Salem, New York. And then we're going to travel over to Salem, Mass, because we're up there. We might as well keep going, right? So we got this experience, and I was thinking about the barn. I was talking to the family about the barn the other day, about the bonfire, about the river. Oh, so delicious, so delicious. And I was thinking about our conversation that we had, and I said, I want to call Max about the conversation that we were having. So I'm going to call you about the conversation that we were having. And it's up on the website. So people know where we're going to be for the fall equinox. We're going to be at Max Tucci's barn. So delicious.
The big brown barn. You know, and Val, yesterday I sent you a beautiful, or I don't know if it was yesterday, one of these days, you know, the illusion of time.
Yeah.
I sent a video of this woman that I met in Colorado, and her beautiful soul, her beautiful name, Felicia. Felicia Latin Soul. And Felicia Latin Soul sang a song called Ancestors.
Ooh.
And I've been playing this song ever since I played it on my show last night on Max and Friends. But one evening when I played it, that night I went to sleep and I woke and I had a dream about my grandfather, Oscar, whom I never met, my namesake, my first name, who the whole book is written after and about. And, you know, and the dream was so vividly real. And my grandfather was there, whom I never met. And I said to him, like, no, what's up? And, you know, it's Max. He said, I know. And he said, I'm always with you. And it was just so beautiful. And that song sprung up something. So I encourage you all to listen to it, to love it, to share it, tell a friend, and remember our ancestors. That's what I want to just say in this now moment. So I feel that when we're here, Casey, in September, that there's going to be a lot of ancestral visits as well, and thoughts and communications, and so definitely be prepared, I think, for that. In addition, Casey, we need to talk, because I was just with our beloved Ash Ruiz. You remember Ash from Menudo.
Yes!
So Ash has a new HBO Max documentary coming out. And he wants to be a part of the retreat in September.
Yes!
And I want to let you know also that Ash, he works with plant medicine, and we'll leave it at that. You all could guess which one.
Yes.
In Boulder, Colorado, and just did a retreat last week. So if you're looking to experiment in, you know, more with that, back channel me and we can put you all in touch with Ash. Just, you know, it's the visiting Peruvia Boulder.
Yes, indeed. We love our plant medicines. We love our plant medicines.
So I look forward to every moment with you. September, I look forward to because I feel like every fiber in my body, if it were a church choir, would be about 3 billion. Just applauding, shouting, screaming, dancing, loving, exploring, and saying yes to the eternal moment. So September is going to be juiced up. So get ready to let go, get ready to be filled, get ready to dance, get ready to cry, get ready to laugh. Every emotion that we can experience that's available to us will be available here in the Big Brown Barn. So there's a lot going to happen, and we get to go apple picking too. I mean, that's just the joy of the bonus edition. So I love you. Thank you again for being here. Harmony, Michelle, Tania, thank you all for your commitment to being moderators for this room. It takes a tribe to facilitate. So I love you all, and I look forward to every next moment, every now moment, and indeed September. So if you need more information, Val, tell them where they can go. I love you.
Love you, Max. And I have to tell you, I have to toot Max's horn because Max is an incredible talk show host. I don't even know the words to describe the show. The show is an incredible show called Max and Friends. I've had the honor to be on a few times, and Max interviews some of the most, in his unusual Max style, it's really a riveting conversation tennis kind of experience. And Max has a show, and he's an Emmy Award winning entertainer. I don't want to say entertainer because he's not an entertainer. He is an entertainer, also a host. And his show has won several awards. He's even won communicator awards. So giving it up for Max Tucci and his incredible work to enlighten the world. You're just doing incredible work to enlighten the world, Max. Thank you.
Thank you. Last night we did a show with Seram. She has, I don't even know how many gold-winning books. And last night's show was called Living, the 7 Blessings of Human Experience.
Ooh.
So you can go to latalkradio.com/Max, or we can go to podcasts on all podcasting platforms. Google Max and Friends. And last night's show was really incredible. It was phenomenal. The 7 Blessings of Human Experience. And darkness was one of them. So I'll just put that in the pipe right there, and y'all can smoke it, love it, inhale it, exhale it, be in the moment with it. And what I want to mention, Val, also is that September, we have limited space. I'm sorry, I just drifted off. I'm looking at the trees right now, and the leaves are just so abundant. I'm thinking, there is such abundance that we have literally at our fingertips. And I just got caught up in the abundance of nature. So seats are limited, though. The one thing that is not abundant are the tickets for September. So
yeah, everybody can't come.
What number did we get to?
I don't have the number on the website. I haven't saved the date. I do know everybody can't come, though. I do know that much.
Because I know everybody want to jump, join the joyride.
Yes.
But we'll have a back channel conversation about, where we want to be and what we're comfortable with. But, if there's such an outpour of support and those who are interested, I think that the moment can dictate where we'll be with that. So I love you again, and I continue to love you. You inspire me. Thank you for the shout out from Max and Friends. Yes, we're up to 6 communicator awards this year, and you called the 3 this year into existence before communicator awards called them into existence. So 6 communicator awards later, 14 years on Max and Friends. And
wow.
I remember my first call with Val. I was going over a bridge in South Florida. There was a lighthouse. And I hear the beautiful voicemail about the journey to take the first step. And I left the message, how you love it. And ever since then, we've been friends. And you've been on the show numerous times. So I thank you for saying yes to being on Max and Friends. And we'll do that tango again. With that, I love you. Be inspired, be encouraged all. and know that what Val is teaching and offering is priceless. Coming from American Express financial advisor, leaving that to this beautiful calling, to giving you the inside of freedom is really one of the most beautiful gifts I think Casey can give you. And to live a life that really, your life, where yes becomes a word that's so easily said.
Yes.
And being available is the best gift. Be available. I love you.
Wow. Congratulations on all your awards won so far this year, and more are coming this year. All the awards to come as well. Don't you love when people say yes to your yes? You said yes to the show, and you show up on the show 14 years of being bring deliciousness to the world. 14 years. And other people say, yes, that's good. You're like, yes, this is good. And other people are like, yes, it's good. Because the universe can only do what you have already decided in your mind. So, Max, thank you for lifting up the world, all of us. It's a time, right?
Thank you. And speaking of yes, the Demonical Way, my cookbook, is now on pre-order. So check that out on Amazon, Target,
Where?
Walmart, Barnes and Noble. The Demonical Way, they did the pre-order release. The book comes out October 4th.
Yep. When you told me that it was coming out on my birthday, I was like, look at that. Look at the magic. Look at the magic.
And speaking of yes, when that book bubbled up in my soul 15 years ago, that book, how many no's, the beautiful no's from publishers, the beautiful no's from agents, the beautiful no's. There was that one yes, and that one yes validated every single moment. That yes said, I see you, I hear you, you matter. And if it's in you, it's going to happen. And that's what happened. So it's on pre-order now. And with that, I'm going to run. I'm going to get some breakfast. I love you all. And the cookbook, The Demonical Way, sublime, entertaining, and legendary recipes from the restaurant I'm in New York. My grandfather owned it. 1926 had a speakeasy. 1933 had the restaurant. He changed it from the speakeasy to the restaurant. Delmonico's, the famous Delmonico's downtown in New York. There's been other operators and owners since, but we're really talking about the Tucci era and how phenomenal it was, and the beautiful Ava Gabor and Lena Horne, who all used to go there, and Gypsy Rose Lee and Rock Hudson and Elvis and Marilyn Monroe. And so we have over 70 recipes, cocktails and food, and the stories of the glamorous golden era of America's first fine dining restaurant, The Demonical Way.
Wow.
Love you.
Wow. Did you say sublime entertaining? Is that what you said?
I sure did.
You know, that just took it over. That just took it over the top for me. Sublime entertaining. Okay.
Sublime entertaining and legendary recipes from the restaurant that made New York. But that book, let me tell you, there's a book definitely inside of all of us. And if someone's no is the reason why you don't write it, then you need to check yourself. Trust yourself.
If somebody told you no about your book, you need to check yourself and trust yourself. You know how many no's I got, Max? From agents and publishers? Oh my goodness, I got so many no's. Guess what? You're in good hands. You're in good company, because Stephen King said he got so many no's, he could wallpaper his entire office with rejection letters. Stephen King.
That's the truth. And Val, the book, you have a beautiful book coming out with Sacred Publishing.
Yes, it's called Witch. Yes. Oh my goodness. As a matter of fact, it's going to be announced in July. We have a big announcement coming up in July.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, no. Go right ahead. You can never be too early in promotion. Yeah, we filmed the videos for it. It's all cooking up now. As you know, I'm going to be on the cover of the incredible magazine, The Owl, and you're going to be on it too, right? You're going to be on the cover of The Owl too, coming up.
Yeah.
Fall edition, I think.
Absolutely, yeah, fall edition for the release of The Demonical Way, October 4th.
Oh my goodness, that is incredible. Look at all the incredible things that Spirit will have happening in your life. And now you're telling me that Ash is going to, wants to accompany us, desires to accompany us. That is a hell yeah. Come on, Ash. I've been wanting to get my hands on Ash and just a holy hug. You know how we love to hug your neck. That's what we always say. Our family members come to an event so we can hug your neck. We had so many hugs over the weekend at the Christian Witches Convention. So many people, so much magic. We lit New Orleans up. We were in the cemeteries, the magic shops. When you come on an experience with us, you're in an experience. You don't just go on a retreat. We don't just go and sit and do something boring. You are in an experience. You are in a transformational experience that you will remember for a very long time. That's what we do.
Oh,
Mhm.
that just inspired me. There's a beautiful, really old cemetery not far from the house. So I'm going to get more information on it so we can include that in the package if you feel fit.
Oh
right.
my God, yes, yes.
On that note, for real, peace out. Love you all. Have the best day ever because you're the creator of your reality. If you can see it in your mind, you can create it in your reality. Peace.
Peace, Max. Love you so much. That is my good friend, Mr. Max Tucci of Max and Friends. Don't play. Look up Max and Friends. And I'm ordering the book today. Order the book, The Delmonico Way. Max is such a gift to humanity. Such a gift to humanity. All right, family. I think it's ready. It's time for us to go to the Galactic Signature for the day.
I have the Galactic Signature, and I can do that. I'm not sure. I believe it's Blue Rhythmic Storm, and I believe Tania is Blue is in the Sky Clan. If she wants to do it, if not, then I will handle the Galactic Signature.
I don't mind doing it, Coach Michelle. Thank you for looking out after the Blue Clan.
That's awesome.
The Sky Clan. All right, so today is Blue Rhythmic Storm, Kin 19. I organize in order to catalyze, balancing energy. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the rhythmic tone of equality. I am guided by my own power double. I organize in order to catalyze, balancing energy. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the rhythmic tone of equality. I am guided by my own power double. I organize in order to catalyze, balancing energy. I seal the matrix of self-generation with the rhythmic tone of equality. I am guided by my own power double. Blue Rhythmic Storm, Kin 19.
Shout out to Sky Clan. Shout out to Sky Clan. All right, everyone, send some love. This is the wrap for our ACIM and more today. Send some love. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Same bad time, same bad channel. I love you. Have a beautiful day, fam.